What's up, everybody? Danny here from the Lassercast, and here at the Lassercast, we love a good horror documentary. If you go up on our channel right now, you'll find Chris and Pete and I talking about Horror Noir, phenomenal documentary about blacks in horror that is streaming now on Shudder. And if you have Shudder, last year you may have been able to catch the 2019 documentary In Search of Darkness from writer-director David Weiner, 4.5 hours, covering everything that you want to know about 80s horror. Or was it everything you wanted to know? Because in 2020, we got a sequel, In Search of Darkness 2, another 4.5 hours. And along with 40 returning interviewees, we got 15 new interviewees, including legends like Tom Savini, Robert Englund, Nancy Allen, Linnea Quigley, and more. For a very special time, HorrorCat, you can go, I'm going to get this right this time, 80shorrordoc.com. That's 80shorrordoc.com. And up until Valentine's Day, and only until Valentine's Day, you can get physical copies of In Search of Darkness 2 for $69.99. And if you're saying, well, wait a minute, that's ridiculous. That's too expensive. Keep in mind, these were crowd-funded projects. And at checkout, you can get a digital copy of In Search of Darkness Part 1 included in that. So that's 9 hours of horror documentary, all about the 80s, for about $35 each if you get the digital copy of Part 1. But that's not all you get. You also get 3 posters. I have mine. They're hanging up on the wall in my bedroom, so I can't show you them right now. You also get a collectible enamel pin, while supplies last, so get on this quick. And if you want to get a physical copy of In Search of Darkness Part 1, it's an extra $15. Again, these were crowd-funded documentaries, and 9 hours. I've already watched them 2 and 3 times each. I've introduced my daughter to countless horror films from these documentaries. I cannot recommend them enough. In fact, here at the Lassercast, we had David Weiner, the writer and director, on our channel. You can go and search for that. I'll put the link in the description to our interview. Phenomenal guy, has a deep, passionate love of horror, and I can't wait to see what he does next. You get to see movies that you've probably never even heard of, like Janice Kong's Blood Diner. This movie is covered in there. It's freaking nuts. 80shorrordoc.com. Here it is, if my words are stuttery, 80shorrordoc.com. Go there and get In Search of Darkness Part 2 for your collection now, and get Part 1 while you're at it, because what's the point of owning a physical copy of Part 2 if you don't have a physical copy of Part 1? And then stay tuned to the Lassercast, because we got a lot more stuff coming up for you, including a podcast with Ghost Girl Greetings about love and horror, and plenty more horror noir coverage during February, Black History Month, Women in Horror Month. Check us out, like, share, subscribe, and we will see you very soon.